Before I go to the trouble of installing this camera, I want to test it out. I'll show you a couple of features that it has real quick. I'm going to show you the installation towards the end of the video. Right now I'm going to show you how it works. So it comes with the software. You have to connect to the Wi-Fi. So first I have to pull the internet and I have to look for a Wi-Fi network. It's called DC Cam something something something. And then I've set it up that way that it, even though it cannot provide the internet, it's not a problem because it's not an internet device. And then now my software can see it and I can connect to it.
Wi-Fi is connected.
You get that message, Wi-Fi connected, and then you could set it up in multiple modes. So right now you could have just the front view, so it's going to be just this camera over here, and then you could have it so you could see both front camera and small camera. So it has a rear camera that's going to be mounted in the back of the car. Now what you have to know is that you will need to run a USB cord from your cigarette lighter to the camera, and then you'll need to run another cord, which I'm planning to do to the roof of my car, to the back of the car for this backup camera, okay? And the Wi-Fi features is not something that you monitor your camera with. It even says in the specs for the camera, even though you could connect to it, it's not specifically designed to monitor, to see your car. So it's mostly for configuration purposes. The settings are here. I'm going to show you on the screen real quick. First of all, to be able to go into the settings, you have to stop recording. What do you have? You have good picture quality, so this is a 4K camera. You have video resolution, so you can record in 4K, which is awesome. It has loop recording, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. That's awesome. You have date and time, which is important for if you have to present this information to like a judge or something like that for a traffic ticket or whatever. You have speed, which is GPS. So this one has a GPS in it. Also is nice, but you could know your speed when whatever happened. GPS temp. So this one puts the GPS speed on your camera itself, which is also a very, very nice option. G sensor, so you could set it up if your car jumps, hits, something happens to the car, basically it records. Rear rotate, so you can put it upside down if you have to mount it into a bumper somewhere where it has to be upside down, or inside the car or whatever. Volume, how loud do you want to be when you go into the car? So every time you start the car, you're going to hear that you heard when I first plugged in the camera. It says something about starting recording and all that stuff. If you don't like it, you could turn it off, or you could put it really, really low. I also add the plate number, so that's nice because you kind of like, when you go as an evidence, you could show it as an evidence with a plate number for that vehicle. Synchronized time, it's done automatically by the phone, and then obviously you can format the camera. So it comes with a memory stick inside, 64 gigs, and that one does loop recording. So what you have right now is you have the USB connection, you have the rear, you have the memory card. So you have adjustable connection for the windshield. So if you put it on the windshield is a certain angle, then you could adjust it, which is a nice feature. Also here in the back, you have exactly the same option. And also very, very important, this cable that you have to fish through your roof of your car or around the roof of your car or whatever you're going to choose to fish it. It's fairly narrow, so this end is fairly narrow, so you could just fish it through without causing any issues. Now let's go and hook it up into the car and see how it goes. I'm going to do the installation first. I'm going to show you how it runs, and then we're going to do a video test quality for it. The camera is installed right over here. And with my car, I was lucky because I was able to run the cables. So you could run the cable under here. So I just literally just shoved it in here, ran it through that beam cover, and then I ran it around, and then it comes out, and then there's a cigarette lighter plug over there. As far as the rear camera, so the rear camera is like right over there, and I was able to run and fish the wire through the roof, through this light, and I was able to fish it right around here. So this is the wire that goes to it. And this is where the wire is connecting to the camera, the USB and the jack. And then there's also a button over here on the side. So right now when you turn the car on, this is what you hear.
Wi-Fi is on. 5G Wi-Fi. Recording started.
Okay. One thing that I've done is I put a little tape over here because this red light is blinking and it kind of like reflects everywhere and it bothers me when I drive. So I've just covered it with some tape. No big deal. And there is the Wi-Fi button over there.
Emergency video.
So that's going to be an emergency video if you push that button on the side.
I would recommend to save this part of the page because that button on the side is just one button that has 5 options. If you press it one time, it locks the video. If you press it 2 times, it turns on and off the microphone. If you shortly press it 3 times, it switches from 2.4 gigahertz to 5 gigahertz. So if you have a phone that is like older, doesn't have 5 gigahertz. If you press and hold for 3 seconds, turns the Wi-Fi off. I have a password on my Wi-Fi, so I don't have to turn it off ever. And press once to shift from charge mode to storage mode. This is if you want to transfer data and you don't have a USB memory card reader in your computer. And press and hold for 10 seconds to format the micro SD card and set to the default settings. So if you forgot your password for it or something like that, then you can just press and hold on. So you want to save your manual for that because some stuff that I'm not going to remember, so I'll have to pull this thing from time to time.